This is a speed typing competition. Everyone's fingers are typing very quickly with a very elegant posture. But only this girl is completely different. She typed with 2 fingers. Everyone laughed at her for typing too slowly. Originally, she did not want to participate in this competition, but her boss forced her to come. When she interviewed, she was a faint person in everyone's eyes. At first, Lewis did not intend to hire her, but her ability to type surprised him. Never before had he seen anyone use 2 fingers to type as fast as her. Lewis immediately recruited this girl named Rose, but Rose's father disagrees. He arranged for her to marry a man from the village. In her village, girls of the same age as her have become housewives. Only Rose has always worked hard at typing. Her father said that she disobeyed him, but Rose didn't want to be in this little village. She had to go outside to see the world. So she left the village and became a company secretary. But other than typing, she didn't know what to do. She often gets scolded by Lewis for typing, but to make too loud. In the end, Lewis couldn't take it anymore, but he didn't want to admit that he was wrong. So he thought of a way for Rose to participate in a speed typing competition. Lewis has a lot of hope in Rose. Although Rose is gifted, she has never been properly trained. 2 fingers still cannot be as fast as 10 fingers. In the first round, Rose was eliminated. Lewis was extremely angry because he was an extremely competitive person. He did not allow his subordinates to embarrass him, so he decided to train Rose to become the top typist in the world. One could become the fastest typist in the world. She definitely cannot type with 2 fingers. Rose must first learn to type with 10 fingers. Each finger has a corresponding key. To memorize these keys, Rose painted her nails the color corresponding to the keys. She will spend 2 months typing these 10 books, but this is just the basics. Lewis insists she take piano lessons to strengthen her fingers. That way, her fingers will become more flexible. As such is still not enough. Typing requires a lot of strength. Rose must have a healthy body. Every day Lewis took her to practice to increase endurance. Thus, her stamina can surpass other opponents. To supplement nutrition, Lewis also prepares nutritious meals for her every day. When she was tired, he massaged her. The 2-month training ended. Rose typed quickly now. The time has come for her to take part in a competition. Rose won the qualifiers in turn. She was in the final round. The final match was only for her and this girl. The other girl's speed later decreased. With her extreme stamina, Rose's typing speed did not decrease. Finally, Rose won first place with a record of typing 491 words in 1 minute. She became Normandy's the fastest typist. She will represent Normandy in the national typing competition. This competition made her suddenly become famous. All the newspapers were reporting on her. But after reading the newspaper, her father still did not recognize her talent. He does not think this is a matter of pride. This made Rose extremely disappointed. Luckily, she has a good boss. He puts a lot of heart into Rose. Not only did he want Rose to be more successful, but above all he fell in love with this hardworking and persistent girl. And Rose also liked the man who was always behind to help her. Together they held a celebration party. Lewis brought Rose to Paris to participate in a national typing competition. This girl walked with great satisfaction because she really had the power. She won the first place in the national typing competition for 5 years in a row. She can type 512 words per minute, an average of 8 words per second. Reporters all came to interview her, but she did not expect the girl from the countryside to become her biggest competitor. This was Rose's first time participating in the national competition, so she was very nervous. The first 2 rounds she qualifies for the next round, and this girl always ranked first. Lewis was worried, despite the stress, but Rose's super stamina helped her reach the finals. Furthermore, her opponent was this girl. Rose smiled at her, but she only received that girl's middle finger. This angered Rose. In the final match, the 2 people sat across from each other. The typing competition suddenly became a fierce competition for 2 girls. The match is over. The 2 have equal points. The referee announced another game, but Rose was very tired and lost the will to type. At this moment, Lewis said something that surprised Rose. Rose's training performance soon broke the other girl's record, he said. She assumes that she is not equal to her opponent, but in fact, it is because Lewis has lied to her. He wanted to use it to stimulate Rose's true abilities at this very moment. Rose was furious. Her will to fight was burned. She must defeat this boastful woman. Under the audience's watch, Rose won. She became the new winner of the national typing competition. The person who helps her to get today is Louis. But now Louis quietly left. Until now, Louis always thought that Rose could not leave him. She helped Rose get to this day. Now that Rose became the national champion, he couldn't help Rose anymore. Louis is a competitive man. He cannot accept this. So he decided to leave. Rose Chestwood was rejected by him bluntly. They clearly love each other. Why are they apart? But Louis was determined to leave. The day Rose received a package of typewriter her father sent her, he saw her expression on television and silently confirmed everything she had done. With the support of her father, very soon Rose entered the practice. Because there is an international competition waiting for her. This is a competition that has the participation of all the word masters in the world. The strongest opponent is this woman. She has won the champion for 5 years in a row. Furthermore, she is also the one who holds the world record. The other players didn't beat her. Only Rose and her were in the finals. The first round of the finals, Rose defeated her. But she is extremely cunning. Before the second round started, she laughed relentlessly at Rose. She then won the second round smoothly. Rose's mentality was greatly affected. Continue like that, she will lose. At this moment, Louis suddenly appeared. He came to apologize to her. It turns out that after Louis returned, he didn't stop thinking. Finally, he understood that it was because he was too arrogant. He kept thinking that Rose couldn't leave him. But now he found out he was the one who couldn't leave her. He expressed his love to Rose. Rose always missed Louis. With his support, a great power welled up within Rose's heart. She took out the typewriter her father gave her. It is her most familiar typewriter. With the support of Dad and Louis, Rose's hands were like rockets. If it wasn't controlled by machines, she could have typed faster than that. Rose has successfully become the champion, becoming the fastest typist in the world. Everyone congratulated her. Now not only her father, but all people in the country are proud of her. She used her act to tell everyone that a country girl could win the champion as well.